What is going on, Mousetrap? It's a Teslamouse here bringing a Wi-Fi battle against Ghostlyshadow 401, aka Mousetrap, aka No Mercy Ghostly. He's my homeboy on my Discord and my live stream that he goes to every night. And we are taking him on in another pre-bank battle. Now, the reason why I am not doing a post-bank battle yet is because I did promise 2 pre-bank battles before we start on the post-bank stuff, and that's what we're going to do. This is the first of our final 2 pre-bank battles, pardon me. Alright. Let's review what's on my team. On my team we have Tepacoco, we got Prebank Z with Z conversion, we got Lola Marowak, Necrozma, Tepacoco, and Skarmory. My opponent is bringing Hydreigon, Metagross, Clefable, Nihilego, Silvally, and Delmise. I used Prebank Z against Mo in a previous battle before this, and it destroyed him as it killed his Alolan Sandslash of Hidden Power Fire. Basically, the object for me is to figure out if his Hydreigon is Scarf Type, preserve Tepacoco for it, and also make sure I can get rid of Nihilego before I try to get my own hazards up, so I don't have to get rid of mine. I do believe I'm running Spike Skarmory here instead of Stealth Rocks. I didn't run Stealth Rocks at the beginning of the Sun and Moon meta, but it was basically illegal technically because Skarmory can only get rocks by breeding with itself, and yeah. So I didn't transition back to Spikes, and no, I do like Spikes and Skarmory, but Stealth Rocks is a lot better. I'm glad that Skarmory is legally allowed to have Stealth Rocks in the poster meta. Anyways, my Necrozma set is a special set that one of my viewers, Insatiable Squid, has used against me. It is a weakness policy set, and due to its ability Prism Armor, it reduces the damage from super effective moves. It's kind of like Filter in a way. So basically what you do is you get hit by a super effective move, you go for Rock Polish, and then you get the weakness policy activated and just go ham. So yeah, with this being in mind, guys, let's go right into the battle and see if my Necrozma set can actually put in work in this match. Alright, my opponent is going to lead off his Delmise. I'm going to lead off TKRL the Tepacoco here, and obviously Tepacoco cannot win 1v1 versus Delmise. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get some U-turn damage off on this Delmise. It's going to do about 15-20%, of course, because it is not super effective and it doesn't have stab, it's not attack invested, so U-turn does about that much. Gonna switch out, gonna go and Scratch to the Skarmory here, because I know Skarmory walls out Delmise pretty well. He also has Shell Claw. That's gonna do about 20% and give it some Rocky Helmet recoil. He's gonna hard switch out his Delmise, as I figured. I'm gonna go to Necrozma, expecting a switch into something else, like maybe Clefable. Next it goes into 3 blowjobs to Hydreigon. Now, one could argue I should have switched into Tepacoco here. But what I want to do is get the weakness policy off ASAP. So he goes to the Dark Pulse, that activates the weakness policy. But unfortunately for my Necrozma, it flinches, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to hard switch Necrozma out, hopefully to save it for Death Art later, and go right into Tepacoco here, expecting it to be Scarf. Goes for a second Dark Pulse. It does about, I want to say, 10 to 15%. Tepacoco is going to heal leftovers. I'm going to go for a Surf, expecting it to be Scarf. He's going to go for the Z move. He has Charging on his Hydreigon, which means this Hydreigon is going to unleash a Gigavolt Havoc on my Tepacoco. So Gigavolt Havoc hits Tepacoco for a lot of damage, and Tepacoco does go for Surf, and unfortunately that was an over-prediction on my part. Did not expect that. Thought maybe he would be choiced in some way, shape, or form, and Surf is not going to do much at all. So after Tepacoco gets healed leftovers, I'm going to hard switch it out. He's going to go into his Tesla's Mom at the Clefable here, as I do switch Tepacoco out and go right into Necrozma as Deathlar. Now Necrozma has Flash Hit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Flash Hit with Necrozma. That's going to do over 50%, but that's due to a critical hit, unfortunately. And my opponent is going to go for the Moonblast. He may not expect it to take as much damage, but that's fine. So after Necrozma faints, I'm going to go into Tuning Wear the Porygon Z. I'm going to attempt to get some heavy damage off on my opponent. So I go for the Z conversion, knowing full well that A, you can't T-Wave under the Misty Terrain because it will not work, and B, Porygon Z is going to turn to Electric type due to Thunderbolt being the first move in its move slot. So those transfer into Electric type. My opponent's Clefable does go for the Moonlight. Now remember, I don't know if this is Unaware or Magic Guard, and even if it is Magic Guard, it cannot have Soft Boil because it's pre-Bing. Go for the Adaptability +1 Thunderbolt on Clefable, and that is going to do a wallop of damage, about 35 to 40%, maybe 45. Goes to a Moonblast. That does about 40% as well. And my Porygon Z is going to go for a second Thunderbolt. Now, there's no point in my opponent going for Moonlights, because the more I go for Thunderbolts, the more they try to heal up, the most likely is they'll be critical hit. So after Clefable goes to get some leftovers recovery, he's a hard switch on Dutchman, the Delmise, and they do go for another T-Bolt. T-Bolt is going to hit Teslamouse for about a good some damage, but a second T-Bolt will finish it off. No problem at all. So, Dutchman is down. Here goes his Rapid Spinner. Next out will come Lucamine the Nihilego. Gonna go for a T-Bolt here. It has to do over 60% to the Nihilego. He'll go to the Power Gem, takes out the Porygon Z, and that's that. I know this Nihilego is not Scarf because Nihilego has higher base speed than Porygon Z. Even at +1, a Scarf Nihilego will outspeed Porygon Z. So, I'm gonna go to Tapu Koko here. My opponent's gonna Hard Switch Nihilego out and go right into Tesla's Mommy, the Clefable. So I do try to strike a Thunderbolt with it. Basically, a sack play here. Sometimes you do have to sack Mons to get the edge, but that's okay. The Tapu Koko gets some Life for Recoil, and out comes Underestimate the Silvally. I'm not really sure if this thing is Scarfed or not. It's not having a memory on it, so I'm gonna Hard Switch it out. I'm gonna go on a little Marowak. The opponent does go for the multi-attack, does nothing because Marowak is part Ghost, at least in the Alolan form. Goes on 3 blow jobs in Hydreigon. I have my Marowak go for Will-O-Wisp here, expecting the switch. No point going for Shadow Bone or Flare Blitz due to Alolan Marowak being leftover set and not Thick Club. Gonna Hard Switch my Marowak out as he Hard Switches Hydreigon. He goes into Metagross here, and I do go into Tapu Fini. He predicted right on that switch, figuring out that I would probably sack on the Tapu Fini against Hydreigon. Now, I probably want Metagross to get the kill on Tapu Fini instead, so you get that +1 potentially from the Meteor Mash. But I'm not going to let that happen this battle. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to Hard Switch Tapu Fini out, and I'm going to go and scratch the Skarmory. 1v1. Unless Ghostlyshadow gets some crazy hacks with attack boost from Meteor Mash and flinches from Zen Headbutt, his Metagross is not going to kill Skarmory. So it does get the attack boost, but takes some Rocky Helmet recoil. And he's going to go for a second Meteor Mash, and that's going to do a decent chunk of damage. But unfortunately for him, my Skarmory will go for the Roost. So basically what I can keep doing is roosting away as he keeps making contact with my Skarmory and losing HP due to Rocky Helmet. Goes to Zen Headbutt, probably an attempt to flinch, but again, Skarmory's gonna go for Roost, and you know, Necrozma cannot win this 1v1 fight at all unless he has Thunder Punch, which does not occur until post Bang. So out goes Necrozma, in comes 3 blow jobs, the Hydreigon, as I do go for a Layer Spikes with Skarmory. I figure I can set up a Layer Spikes with Skarmory while having enough health at the end of the day to roost up. So, gonna Hard Switch my Skarmory out, gonna go right into Aqua Spirit the Tapu Fini here, basically to sack it off. There's really nothing I can do at this point. He goes for a Charge Beam, which is fair. I mean, there's no reason for him not to. If he goes for a Charge Beam, I switch on a Alolan Marowak, I can just Dark Pulse next turn, and that's whatever. So Tapu Fini gets healed leftovers. Gonna just basically sack it off. Now he's gonna get +2 due to the Charge Beams. That's okay with me, because I know he's not Scarfed. He used the Z move earlier. So what I can do here is, after Tapu Fini goes down, my Tapu Koko, aka TK Ryo, can actually revenge kill the Hydreigon. So out comes TK Ryo right after that burn damage. So Tapu Koko is out. Get the Electric Terrain going, and my opponent is going to Hard Switch his Hydreigon out, not ready to sack it off, but he is going to sack off Lucamine, aka the Nihilego. Now after the Spikes damage, Dazzling Gleam will be taking it out because of the range it's in. So Lucamine the Nihilego is down, which is perfectly fine with me. Tapu Koko takes some recoil. Anyways, he's going to Silvally. I'm still figuring this thing is Scarf, not gonna lie. But what I can do here is I'm gonna Hard Switch Tapu Koko out. I'm gonna go right into Scratch and Skarmory and see what he wants to do. He's actually gonna go for the U-turn, which is okay with me. He takes some Rocky Helmet recoil. Silvally does not get any healing moves, cannot recover, cannot roost, cannot do any of that stuff. He's gonna go right into Hydreigon here. After Hydreigon comes in, he's gonna take a burn recoil or something like that. And I'm gonna switch Skarmory out and go right into the Departed, my Alolan Marowak, and basically sack it off. Now Alolan Marowak did its job. It kind of walled out Silvally. It did get a burn on Hydreigon, which is great because it can give chip damage off. So my opponent's going to go for the Dark Pulse. That's going to do a low damage, and my Alolan Marowak isn't going for the Flare Blitz on his Hydreigon. Now it's obviously not going to do too much because I'm not Thick Club Alolan Marowak. My Alolan Marowak has leftovers instead. His Hydreigon is going to take some burn damage though, and he's going to go for another Dark Pulse, and that will finish off the Departed. Now, I believe he has Silvally, Metagross, and Hydreigon left. I have Tapu Koko and Skarmory, I want to say. Now the things are looking bleak for me, but that's okay. Gonna go right into TK right of the Tapu Koko here. And my opponent's gonna Hard Switch his Hydreigon and go right into Megatron, the Metagross, expecting Dazzling Gleam. Now, if I did go for Dazzling Gleam, he could either do one of two things. He could Bullet Punch and kill off my Tapu Koko, potentially, or he can predict my switch and go right into Hydreigon and leave me open for an attack. So it goes to Zen Headbutt. Skarmory's going to take some recoil. Alright, actually his Mangross to take some recoil, sorry about that. But my Skarmory does flinch, however. So he goes for another Zen Headbutt. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. It's going to knock Metagross out, and Skarmory is going to go for the Roost here to be put back at full health, which is fine. Now he has Hydreigon and Silvally out. Out comes 3 blowjobs. The Hydreigon. I'm going to hard switch my Skarmory out. I'm going to go on Tapu Koko here, as my opponent is going to go for a charge beam, hoping to get some damage off on my Skarmory. I don't know why he'd do that, because had I decided to stay in, I could have went for Brave Bird and knocked out his Hydreigon. I kind of expected a Dark Pulse or something, but my Tapu Koko isn't going for the Thunderbolt. No reason not to, as we switch it into Silvally. After Silvally takes some Spikes damage, Thunderbolt is actually going to kill it off, and next is going to be Hydreigon left to fend it for itself against Skarmory and Tapu Koko. Now, Tapu Koko is faster than Hydreigon. Hydreigon is on Scarf. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go right for the Dazzling Gleam, and that will be a good game to Ghostlyshadow. Overall, a real solid battle. I do appreciate the battle a lot, Ghostlyshadow. Now, Ghostlyshadow is one of those players that are really, really good. He claims that he is a beginner and should go easy on him. Probably as a joke, but he does know what he's doing. He does make plays here every now and then. And sometimes he does throw the match for no reason whatsoever. I do not believe this match was a throw on his part. We both gave it our all, and I really, really wish he saw that Gigavolt Havoc coming, because I know he likes to run these weird sets to counter team and whatnot. Like he ran Never Ending Nightmare Megairna to counter my Lola Marowak, and now he runs Gigavolt Havoc Hydreigon to counter Tapu Fini. But regardless, it's all good. Ghostlyshadow is once again a pretty solid player, I gotta say. Probably one of the best players I've ever battled, because he has beaten me quite a few times. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more fantastic Wi-Fi battle action. And I will catch every one of you on the flip side. And remember, stay salty, Rage Quitters. Stay salty.